Hi everybody, it's Diana with StampingWithDi.com, and I want to welcome you to this week's Teach Me Tuesdays. And it's actually almost like a kind of like a part 2, or it could possibly be a part 3, since I wasn't able to show you all the ideas that I had in my head on Friday. So but I've been having some more fun with the alcohol and the Stampin' blends technique, and so I wanted to hi Jackie, I wanted to show you the things that I worked on. So cool. But I also want to show you some other ways so that you have a little bit more success with it and a little bit more control. I'm a big control freak, and so I played with it a little bit more, and I loved how it was turning out. So I thought, hey, maybe you're in the same boat. So I thought I would do that today, and then show you some finished things, and then do a card as well. And I want to have you give your feedback as I make the card, because I have some different colors that I want to do, so I want your opinion. Okay, so let's get the in my desk. Oh my gosh, and look how close I get to the phone. I mean, it's right there. No fancy equipment in this house. It's a cheap old stand that holds my phone, and I baby it so it doesn't break. All right, so let me turn the phone. And I figure you don't have to have expensive fancy stuff as long as it works. So at least that's what I think. Anywho. All right. So let's see. Good. All right. So let me, hostess code. I know, I mention it every time. But so here is the April hostess code. If you're placing an order in my store, please use that. And then if you, I'm also this close to picking the last mini cut and emboss machine. So that's exciting. So anyway, so when you place a $50 order, you get a reward point. But if you place a $75 before tax and shipping, this is the incentive that I'm offering this month. And these are the amazing matte black dots. And I'm actually going to be using these today on a couple of the cards. So these are super fun. So these will come in your thank you card when I send you your April thank you card in May. All right, so let me push that all aside. Okay, so one thing also, I'm going to wear a mask. I should have put this on. A local lady makes these, and they're so amazing. And you just pull the little wire thing out of there, toss them in the washer, and you slide the little wire in. Only because I listened back to my video the other day, and I think I must have been high on the alcohol, because I sounded like I was kind of bonkers. So I'm just going to put a mask on while I'm doing the thing. I have it pulled down so you can hear my voice right now. But, all right, just because it's really strong alcohol, so, and it probably should have a well ventilated area. All right, so I'm just putting down 2 silicone sheets. So this is what I learned just by playing around, some tips. Then you have just a piece of this is just copy paper, that, or printer paper. And then you have a piece of the vellum. Now what you want to do is you want to tape it down. And this is just Post-it note tape. So, because I learned a few little tricks more, I played with it. So, and I can't remember if this is exactly how I did it before, because I probably learned a few more tricks since the other day. All right. So this is just what I call it, Post-it note tape, and I just got it from Amazon because I want to hold my vellum down. All right, so the other day I scribbled on the thing, and that does not change. Just scribble your ink on there. This is dark mossy meadow, and then this is dark old olive. So I'm just moving it around. Just filling it in. And you don't have to fill in every dang place. Just, all right. Okay, so then what I was doing is I was putting the alcohol. Now, this is the one that has the alcohol in it. I have it marked. I also found this. So now I can just put this, it's like, I don't know what it is. It's like a sucker thing. It's not a sucker to blow, but it just squeezes and then it sucks the alcohol out, and then it's small enough that it allows me to put the alcohol into the water brush. So this will strictly be the alcohol one. Now when I'm not using the alcohol, I probably will just make sure to use it up. I don't think I would leave it with the alcohol in it all the time. I don't know if it might do something to it or not, but I mean, it shouldn't, it's plastic. But I know when I was using it before where I had that open container, eventually it just kind of evaporated. So, excuse me. All right. So then the other day I pounced on it and I blew with my doohickey. So doing it that way was good, but I really didn't have any control. You know, I didn't have any control over it. Like I said, I'm a control freak. So I thought, well, if I move around, and what gave me the idea was I had got too much alcohol. So I used one of my handy dandy little cotton things and I picked it up and I was like, oh, it's moving around. But this was sucking up the alcohol and I didn't want to do that. So I thought, well, I'll get a piece of parchment paper. So I got some parchment paper and I crumpled it up in a ball. Can you use reinkers for this technique, or does it only work because the ink in the blending pens is alcohol ink? My sister asks. I'm a stamper. I'm not a scientist, lovely sister, so I really don't know. You could try. If you have an alcohol reinker, maybe. But I just sell the Stampin' blends. I don't have reinkers for the Stampin' blends. So there you go. There is my answer. I'm the big sister, so that I can answer like that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the alcohol and I'm going to squeeze. I'm squeezing it kind of away. Like I don't want to get a big old drop on here. So I'm just going to squeeze over here, and then I can see when it starts to come to the tip. And then I'm just going to put a couple little drops. I do want to keep this handy, so I'm just putting a couple little drops. But then I'm taking this and then I'm pouncing around and I'm moving that alcohol, but it's allowing me to have kind of control. I'm not over. So see, look how cool this is. Look how cool that looks. You've got splotteries and splatteries. And I even took the lid and I flicked, I flicked as well. So that was cool. And then I thought, well, what happens if I use a stamp? So this is how I did that. And then I can flick too. So I'm going to turn this over just to the side so I can just work here. So that looks super, super cool. So I thought, well, what happens if I use a stamp? So I just got this one because I thought, oh, maybe I would do something with the leaves later. So then I did the same thing. I put my alcohol on the stamp. So this reminds me of a few years ago, or quite a few years ago, and we would use bleach. So then I stamped around, and it's kind of the same idea, but then it was also leaving that little bit of leaf shape too. So anyways, and then I washed this super, yeah, flickety flick. So then I washed this super good because I don't know what the alcohol would do, over time to the stamp. So I have it over there, but I loved how this looks. I mean, look how beautiful. I mean, it's just this gorgeous green look to it. So to me, I had let me take my mask off. I had a little bit more control, I think. Instead of just, you know, pushing the color around. Now you can still come back and help dry it, you know, if you want it to dry faster. Okay, and then to keep your paper flat. So see how nice and flat this is? So that's why I put it on its own piece of copy paper. So then I can take this over and I can set it on the table and it can dry. Okay? That way it's going to stay nice and flat. If you know, don't tape it down, it'll curl, I found. And if you take it off too soon, and because that's still kind of wet, you know, that vellum is still wet. Even if the alcohol seems dry, it's still kind of wet. So if you take it off now, it's still going to curl a little bit. So I just left them on that piece of copy paper till I was ready to do something with them. And let me show you what I did. All right, so let me find, okay, so let me show you what I did. So here's the one with the green. So look how gorgeous this is. So this uses the same technique I just showed you. So this uses the stamp, you know, where I stamped on the paper and I let it dry and I cut a little piece. And what's kind of cool is I used the green tip glue in here, just little dots, and you really don't see, I mean, I know where to look, so I can probably see it, but it kind of hides. And only the vellum cardstock, or the, Jackie, I don't have the thinner, so I'm sorry, I'm not answering very good today. I just have the cardstock that we sell, and it's a thicker. So, maybe the thinner will really curl. I just know you have to have like a paper that allows you to play. Now, remember I showed you this the other day? So I still haven't got my sealer, so I haven't been able to finish this. And this is that Love You Treat box. So this is glossy. So glossy, you know, you could try glossy cardstock, but you're going to have to seal it. We just have the cardstock vellum. All right. So, I mean, it's not like thick like cardstock, by no means. It's just thicker. But oh my gosh, this card, I love this card so much. And this just uses that True Love DSP. And I just colored with the blends. And then it uses the Positive Thoughts. And that's where the leaf came from that I used. And I love the greetings in here. So I used that. I added a little bit of pearls. And this card turned out breathtaking, if I can say that when I made it. So anyways, but I just love that because it also kept those colors together instead of just blowing them like all over. So anyway, so there's that one. All right. Then, so this is the one that I showed you the other day, and this is the one that I blew. So what I did was I turned it into the little all dressed, and it's a little purse. So I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with it because it is very delicate. Let me just tell you that. But it just is so cute. So it might just sit on my hutch in my studio because I haven't decided yet. I could stick a little something in the pocket, but I thought, oh, I just wanted to see. It does. Oh, it does kind of look like marble, doesn't it? And that uses the all dressed die. So that was that one. Let's see. I have all this stuff back here behind me. All right. So this one uses the painted texture, well written, potted succulents, and it also uses the succulent stamp set that I have set somewhere amongst my crazy studio, and I couldn't put my hands on it. But anyway, so this also is the same coloring as the little purse I just showed you, but this was stamped on the back. So this one, I stamped and then I blew all the color around. So I did cut up here so that it will straddle that pot, and then I used the well-written die for the thanks and some of the opal rounds. And then I cut a little bit off of, one of the other ones that had the white. And I just stuck it in there on the corner. So I loved how this one turned out too. I love that painted texture, embossing folder. Oh my gosh. I could just slurp it up. All right, so that one, and this was just one of the note cards. So if you're going, what size is that? And then this is just a note card. I haven't used those in a while. And this was the perfect size. All right, so there's that one. Let me get this other one off the table. Let's see. Okay, so here's another one. All right, so this one uses Good Morning Magnolia and the greeting from that and the die. I am sure glad you guys cannot see my studio. Okay, so look at this one. Oh, this one is so beautiful. Okay, so this one is why I wanted to figure out how to be more anal. I'm going to say the word anal because I am so anal. I'm a perfectionist, even though I'm not perfect. Nobody is. But I wanted to have more control where my colors are going. So that's why I was like, how can I do it? And then that's when I figured, okay, well, if I use, how I did here, I was able to just put my green where I wanted it. And I put my other colors on the flower. Now it can bleed over and that's totally fine. That's totally fine. But it just made this flower adorable. And I also flicked some black marker. So it's hard to see, but there's tiny little flicks of the Stampin' Right black marker on there as well. But the coloring is all underneath. The coloring is on the back side. And then when you open it up, it just says, thinking of you. Now this one was kind of hard I couldn't decide what DSP, and I looked at so much of the current DSP and I'm like, well, that didn't work because I didn't want it to fight against the flower because the flower is so gorgeous, but I wanted to emphasize the colors. And I pulled out my brand new Brights Designer Series paper. Now this is the paper, if you join during celebration, you all got a bunch of packs of the new DSP. And oh my gosh, I love all of these sides. Let me show you. I don't know if I ever opened them up before. All right, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I'm going to use all this paper up because half the time I'd be like, well, I didn't like this side or that side, but all the sides are good. All right, so let me get this other one. And then you have this, and you have, look at these. This is cute too. So all the patterns are super fun. So I just grabbed some of that, and this is the Flirty Flamingo because I used Flirty Flamingo in my blends. And I also used the pumpkin pie. Can you believe that? I just knew it was going to lighten up. And I used the Old Olive and the Meadow like I did on the card I just showed you. But this one also turned out beautiful. All right, so there's that one. All right, so let me show you. So what I did was to figure out my colors, I went to my stamp cupboard, and that's how I figured my color, because I was like, okay, well, I want to use this set. So I want to use the giraffe. So what color is a giraffe? So a giraffe is, let me get my little pieces here. Da, da, da. Okay, so I have my thick. So a giraffe is mango and daffodil and soft suede and bronze. And look at, there you have cute colors to go with the giraffe. So what I want you to do while I'm coloring the giraffe, you need to tell me what color to put behind, because look at the difference. When you put, this is daffodil, and this is white. So look at the difference you get. And there's more. I know, Lee, I have been busy. That's why my studio is totally crazy. All right, but see the difference, what you get when you put them together. So you have to let me know. Am I using the yellow or am I using the white? Or if we can't decide, I also cut a small piece of this. So, oh my gosh, when I laugh, I hear my mom. Okay, so we can also go half and half. And then he or she is going to go on here. And then I have my inside. And I'm like, and I did something with the greeting. Oh, well, I'll find it. If not, I won't have a greeting. Because I don't know what I did with my greeting. Oh, Diana. And it was so cute. Whatever. I probably flicked it on the floor. Oh, here it is, too, on the floor. Did I run over it with my chair? Okay, so see? This is not good. Isn't that so cute? All right, so you guys think about it. You like the white? You like the white? The white is brighter, and I felt like I could see the colors more. Where with the yellow, I felt that I wasn't seeing the yellow. You know what I mean? Because I was just seeing this yellow. So anyways. All right, so let me get my little grid sheet or a piece of copy paper, and we're going to color our giraffe really quick. Spoke too soon. I like the half. Oh, the half and half. Well, that's why I cut. I have all sorts of choices, right? All right. So I'll just put this over here so you can kind of look at it. Can you see that out of the corner of your eyeball while I color my giraffe? Okay. So I'm going to color my little giraffe. And I didn't even grab any blend, so I'm just grabbing from whatever's on my desk. So this is just a light pool party. So I'm just going around. So this just gives you the impression that there is sky behind him. Then I'm going to take my, is that the light gray granite? Yes. And put a little ground underneath them, like that. Then, so this should be interesting because I have colors every which way on my desk. All right, so we're going to have little flirty flamingo cheek, little flirty flamingo ear holes. All right, and I have totally been so rough with my mango. Oh, I'm almost embarrassed to show you my poor mango because I have been so rough with the one doing this technique. All right, so now I'm just going to take my dark mango and go around. I love this set. Oh my gosh. It's such a fun. I love any critter stamp sets. And this one is so cute. And they're so cute and fun to color. They're super size. Sometimes we've had images that were just too small. You couldn't really color them well. All right, so that was a dark mango. And then I'm going to take my dark So Saffron and come in. I love these two colors together. It gives you that highlight and low light without even trying, just because, you know, they're the same color family, but they're completely different colors. So I love that. Now don't forget, mango, the mango Stampin' Blends is retiring. So if you don't have that, you want to make sure, if you still can, I hate to say that, and then you go to the website and they are indeed all the way gone. But if not, make sure you grab. All right, so super cute. And also, don't forget, where's my little thingy here? The clearance rack. I had so much fun making this little thing last night. So the clearance rack refreshed today. So if you like a sale, you want to make sure that you go over to the clearance rack and check that out. I love the clearance rack because it's stuff that we have retired and we haven't seen in a while, and I don't know if they just, you know, open up a door in the warehouse and all of a sudden, oh, where'd all this stuff come from or what? But it's great for stocking stuffers. If you have like a crafter on your list, that's the perfect time to get some fun things to stick in a stocking. All right, so I'm just adding a little bit more mango to my the belly. There, that's a little better. Okay, and then I want to do move those out of the way. Then I want to grab my, what is this, light soft suede and bronze, because that's what I used up here. What was this? Light soft suede. So I'm going to color all my little spots. Light soft suede. He is so quick to color. Oh my gosh. So fun. And the die I used to cut him out is stitched so sweetly. I am a fan of that one. Just because I love anything with the scallop. All right. And then my bronze. And then I'm just going to add some dark bronze just on the side. So fun. She looks so sad with her poor little knotted up neck. And I love the bronze and the soft suede together too, because it's the same thing like the mango and the saffron. It has that obvious change of color. Let me show you. So see, it has that obvious, you know, there's two different colors. Looks super cute together. All right, and then I want my, let's see, dark smoky slate and light smoky slate. So I'm going to do the little antlers. I know they're not called antlers, but that's what I'm calling them. So this is light smoky and then the dark. And if you want her to be a girl, do we want her to be a girl? We're going to take the dark pool party and we're going to give her a little eyeshadow. So I'm just going to take my dark pool party, and now she's got a little bit of eyeshadow on. So now she looks like a girl. All right, so let's go back to the card. Move all this stuff away. So we have this on the inside. So this is going to go on the inside. Remember I said that you can use the green tip glue. So I don't know. There's just two, Jane, that are retiring. I don't know. I have no clue. Maybe because we already, you know, we have daffodil and stuff. I really like mango. I probably would have kept mango, but I don't know. All right, so I'm just putting little drops of the green tip glue. So I'm going to stick that down. So now the inside will have that little piece of vellum to go with the front. And it's not obvious that I glued it, just because you have so much color going on. And then I'm going to trim that overhang. And this is when I go, what the heck did I do with my scissors? I have 1 million pairs of scissors and then I can't find any. All right. So trim that off. And trim that off. These are my paper ones, so it's okay. It is okay that I use them. All right, so that's gonna go in here. So we can put our our cute little greeting or whatever we want to put in there. Will be like, hope you're feeling better. Because maybe you could put a chiropractor coupon in there with that knot. All right, so let me go back to the card. I got to remember what I cut it. Okay, isn't that a bad word? Can you even say the word cutted? Oh, I don't even talk well. All right, so I believe I cut a piece for here. I couldn't remember. I was cutting right at the end there. And then I have this piece here. No, I don't. Oh, this is what I did because I wasn't for sure. Okay, so we decided we are going with, I need to read back. Did we say half and half? Or did we say all white? So here is your last chance. Do I flip it over? So if I flip it over, then the color's on the back side. So if there's any kind of ink coming off, it won't come off on fingers. All right, so there is it fully on the white. And we'll put our little cute little giraffe end here. So then with this way, I think you see the colors more. If we go half and half, hang on a minute. If we go half and half, I don't have to trim it. If we go half and half, I think then you only see the browns on this side. Hey, Rhonda, you want half and half, Mary? I can do half and half. It ain't gonna make me mad. All right, so we're gonna go half and half. And then I just have to decide which side I want to half and half. I'm just deciding which side. I think I want the dark on the right side. Like that. All right? So is that how we want it? I think that looks cute. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So now I'll take it apart and glue it together. All right. So this is just going to get glued to here. And I just cut it at 2 inches because this was 4 inches. So I was like, okay, I'll just cut me another one at 2 inches and then it's half. So I don't even have to go to university or college to know that math. All right, so then that's going to go on here. And I'm going to use glue dots. I mean dimensionals, so it pops a little bit. And oh my gosh, I'm about cooking in here, but I turned the air conditioner off because I could hear it the other day when I was doing my live. But holy moly, I might have to turn it on. Oh, I think I will. And then you'll have to let me know if you can hear it. Because I have 100 lights on. Okay, so this is going to go here. Scoot it over. I have to stand up because the phone is like right in front of my face. I can't see that I'm being straight or not. And I've already told you I was anal. Okay. And then this is going to go on here. All right. Now, so what I'm going to do, even though I said that the vellum kind of hides the green tip glue, I don't want to purposely have to put a whole bunch of green tip glue where you might be able to see it. So I'm going to put my giraffe on the card. All right, so my giraffe's on the card. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, do you have matching yellow ribbon? Hold on a minute. I have the beehive ribbon. Do I have an open one? Let me open this up. But I already put that glue dot. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it underneath there. We'll see. We will see, Mary. I will do anything for you, Mary. Oh, can you hear it? Okay, if it bothers you, I did make the fan not go so much. All right. All right, so let's see. Now this is Bumblebee, so it's a little bit different, but that's okay. So this should be interesting. So we're going to stick this up underneath here. Look at that. See that magical trick? Let me cut a big old bunch of it off. All right. So now that covers, is that what you meant, Mary? Up and down? Is that what you meant? So it kind of hides that split. Or we're going to have to put it on here too, right? All right, so at least it's underneath there. Let's see if she can do it again. How much dimensionals did I put underneath the giraffe, though? Ooh, you're catching under there. Hold on a minute. I think I put quite a few under here, so they might catch. Ooh, look at that. It's like a magic trick. All right. Oh, but now it's the opposite way. Now my bow is going to be on the bottom. Da, 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 da. Oh my gosh. Now my bow is going to be on the bottom this way. All right, let me see. Let me get this on here. Do we put a bow on the bottom? I think it might be too heavy on the bottom. Let me pull it out. Let me pull it out. Oh, I pulled it out of the whole one. Oh my gosh, Mary. Oh my gosh, Mary. This is funny. All right. So I feel sorry for the people that just show up and they go, what is she doing? She's all messing up. They have no idea that I'm following your instructions. All right. So let me see if I can get this to go this way. It went up there before. I just have to avoid. It's like, what is that? Operation game. You need to avoid the dimensionals underneath the thing. But see, it's catching on a dimensional. Oh, look at, there it is. There it is. Okay, so let me. All right, so I need to keep them all attached. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to attach my, I want to put my adhesive here. So I'm putting all my adhesive here so that it will, you won't see the adhesive because the giraffe is hiding the adhesive. Okay? Then we'll put our giraffe together. We have a ribbon on there. All right, then we have our, this is not good. So I'm going to put a couple dimensionals on that side. I'm glad you like that. I should do this more often, right? Make you tell me what to do. Watch me stress out. All right, so then this is the little, this is not good. So that's going to go right there. And what I like to do, okay, see, this is not good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dark saffron and I'm going to highlight not. It adds a little bit of color to that tag, and it kind of emphasizes that this is not good. All right, so now we can tie our cute little bow on the top. I need to turn this upside down. I don't know why, but it's easier if it's upside down. All right. And then force my tails to go down that way. Da 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 da. What do you think? What do you think? Let me get my ribbon scissors. And I'm going to cut these fairly long in case anyone doesn't like it or I have to do something else to it. I don't want to cut them too short till I get everybody's approval. And then I can trim them. But you can't make them longer, but you can make them shorter. So that looks super, super cute, I think. There. So you like the ribbon? Do you like the ribbon? I think the ribbon looks cute on there. So now I can trim them because it does look cute. And it just kind of hides that. It kind of hides the seam. Not that you would see it necessarily because the little giraffe's in the way. Okay, so if your vellum is real flip-floppy, and it's really not because of the way I dried the vellum, the way I let the vellum dry so that it stayed flat. If you have problems with it curling too much, then you would probably just add a little bit of your green tip glue. But, you know. But this one seems like it's pretty flat, so I don't want to add glue if I really don't need to. So, but yeah. Good call, Mary. So there is that one I shared. Where's all the ones? This one, and this one, and the little thing here. So these are, I think that was all, right? Oh my gosh, I have stuff everywhere. And believe me, you will not be throwing this stuff away. The little bag is, I haven't really finished that one yet. So I have these pieces left over. So these are what I cut from, you know, this card and this card. So you won't, it's almost like how we keep DSP. We don't want to throw it away, so we have all these little pieces. So it's going to be the same kind of idea. But anyways, so, but it is, it's a super fun technique. So I hope you did try it, so that but remember, you need the 91% you need the 91% alcohol. Remember that, because it doesn't work with the 70% or whatever. So at least I got the 91%, and I got it off of Amazon, and it was 2 bottles in a packet. But if you shop, you might be able to find it on your own. It's just that I have the shipped people shop for me, and she couldn't find it at the store, so I just got it off of Amazon, and they delivered it. So so anyways, so hopefully you will try it, and thank you for being patient with me, that I didn't have these to share with you on Friday like I said I would. But we are all good now, and it was just one day of crummy. We just had headaches. Like, I mean, my whole head ached, even my teeth. I was like, oh my gosh, I think my wisdom teeth are acting up, but I want to say it was the shot, like, because now I'm fine. But I do have a dentist appointment, so we'll find out. But anyways, all right. So if you do this technique, I would love for you to share what you do, because it's all different. But anyways, I'm gonna stop blabbing. So I will see you tomorrow. for my What Ya Making Wednesdays. That is at 2 o'clock Arizona time, and that's in my YouTube channel. So if you are watching, obviously you're on Facebook right now because I haven't put it on YouTube, but if you are watching the replay on YouTube, you're in the right place. But if you're watching the live on Facebook, please hop on over to YouTube and subscribe to my channel, and then it will let you know. And I've been trying to do better about setting it so that it will send you like a little email, and it kind of has the timer tick down thing. So anyways, it takes me a long time to learn all the technology. So all right, so I will say see you later. Have a good night, and thanks for joining me today. All right, bye for now.